Joining us now on Skype is Chaldean Archbishop Bashar Warda of Erbil in Iraq. Your Excellency, thank you so much for joining us today. Tell us, what does this announced trip to Iraq mean for the Christian communities in the country?
Well, it's a very joyful announcement. Here we've been told in the Bible that Abraham waited for so long, for many years, 25 years, to get his promised son. And we, as Iraqis, waited for this papal visit for more than 20 years. Probably, Saint John Paul II wanted really to start the celebration Jubilee year from Ur of the Chaldeans. At that time, he could not really do it, but here we are. This really present and joyful time that finally we've got this visit. It's a very, very, very special moment for us, and it's just the starting, the preparation spiritually and pastorally for this important visit.
Yeah, very exciting indeed. And I do understand the Holy Father's visit will include the Nineveh plain, an area devastated from the attacks by the Islamic State from 2014 to 2016. What will Pope Francis see when he's on the ground?
Well, everyone knows that these lands were not forgotten, especially the people who were being persecuted by ISIS were not forgotten by His Holiness. He was always praying, and in fact, in 2014, he recorded a special message for the people who've been really driven out of their homes, and he encouraged always for everyone, for all people to help the Christians and Yazidis to go back and rebuild these lands. Hopefully, this time he will see them back rebuilding. And he will see himself that the efforts of rebuilding these lands is there. People want also to live in dignity, wants to stay there with jobs and with proper education and healthcare. And he will see that, yes, those people have been working hard with people around the world, Christians around the world, churches, Catholic aid agencies, dioceses, Christians around from the world, Catholics everywhere. You could tell so many people who've been really helping, like Aid to the Church in Need, ACN, Knights of Columbus. So many dioceses around the world were there to help, to respond to the call of His Holiness to help those Christians. So hopefully he will see people there. Unfortunately, we say majority of them left, or some of them still waiting for their homes to be built, but the signs of hope is there.
And I know the Vatican says that it will take into consideration the coronavirus pandemic. What's the current situation in Iraq, and how has COVID-19 impacted Christians there?
Well, it varies from place to place. Here in Erbil, it was really devastating more in September and October, November. It's getting less cases now, while in other places the number is rising. So it varies from place to place. We could tell that in the big Christian cities and towns, the situation is stable, and the church was quite close to all the cases as much as we can to help and really be with them. So it depends on where you are talking, but we could say so far, as it stands now, it's much better than it was in previous months.
Well, Your Excellency, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.